So welcome back to the channel. So quick update on my chain ring. I actually did manage to change the whole thing. I ended up adding 2 spacers. And I was debating whether to get a 42 or a 46. So I went for the 46. Mainly because I need more resistance on the pedals. Every time I pedal, even if I'm at the highest gear, the resistance is not that great. It's just too easy. It's kind of like ghost pedaling. So I needed something more real that feels more natural. So I went with the 46 just for that reason alone. That, and you get to go a little bit faster than normal, but mainly to feel a lot more like a stick bicycle. So normally don't make videos about how to do things. Mainly because it's not as clean, and I don't have the time to edit out all the cursing that happens when I do build things or change things or do any work to the bike. So here are the tools that you will need to change your chain ring. You need the .40mm wrench. Your pedal arm extractor. And I think an 8mm wrench to take the little bolt. Actually, not that little of a bit of bolt, but it's the main bolt in the beginning. There's like a bolt they have to untie first, so you will use your 8mm for that. And most of these tools are included with your bike, so they either came in your tools for the bike or they were part of a toolkit that you got from a bike. Most companies give you those tools. Even the cheapy bikes do. So I'm guessing that you probably have all of the tools, maybe not for the crank arm extractor. You might have to buy that on the side. also need a Phillips screwdriver to take away or take apart there's kind of like a protector on your chain ring, the one that the fan has, the one that the bike comes with. So you might want to take that off, and you have to have like a long screwdriver because the screws are in the inside. So if you don't take it off the plate, you can't get to the actual screws to unscrew it from the body, and you won't be able to take off the chain ring. So the chain ring has 5 screws, and they're the M5. I think it's a 10mm screws. So I think the minimum that you need, the threading is like 8mm. So if you put the spacers like I did, you might have to replace that screw, which I did. So I got myself an M5 with 14mm. So in essence, I didn't lose any millimeters when I put it together because I had 2mm spacers. I also use a torque tool because it says that you have to tighten the thing to 6 Newton meters. So that's what I did. Because you don't want it too tight or too loose. So I just follow the recommended guidelines for Lekkie. Lekkie has a manual for the chain ring. So I suggest you download that before you start. Because it actually tells you how to align your chain ring to the chain, like how to do the alignment. So basically you put the chain midways of your sprockets, so for me who has a 7 speed, I had to put it on the 4th sprocket and align it like that. So it has to be straight line from the main chain ring to the 4th sprocket, and that's how you align them. Also, you need to remember that you need enough clearance from the frame to the chain ring. You can't be too close or else you're going to mess up your frame if it starts rubbing. But I knew mine was clear because I took measurements before I went ahead and bought everything. So when you buy the replacement screws, if you need to, you're gonna have to buy the ones with the washers. So make sure you get your washers as well. So did it work? I want to say that it did, kind of. I mean, still sometimes you do get that little jump here and there. So as you could hear, it still does it. But it hasn't fallen off the chain. And that was the main purpose of the whole thing. I wanted to make this swap because I was having problems with the chain falling off of the chain ring a lot. I had it happen to me like at least 3 times. And that's not good when you're doing this kind of maneuvering and you need to move fast, and you can't because your chain is off your chain ring. So I don't know. So depending on how and where you're gonna ride, remember the smaller chain ring is for hill climbing, and bigger chain rings for speed and mostly flat. I do mostly flat, maybe 1 or 2 little hills here and there, but they're not as bad. So they don't require me to reduce the size of my chain ring so I could climb them. I could still do it with these. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description to show you where I got my stuff. In the event that you wanna do the change. So I got most of my chain rings from electrify.com. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description. No affiliation. I just think it's a great store. They take care of you and they're good people. So if you want to buy from them, you can. Other places sell them too. So just shop around to get the best price. So this is it for today. I hope you liked the video.